Good morning, students. Myself, Daneshwari. Okay, so with respect to our last classes, we have come across with the importance of meta characters, that's wildcards. That is, it can be special characters in Unix. That can be asterisk, question mark, a character class. Okay, so these all things we have come across with our last classes. Then even we have come across to know the importance of escaping and quoting. Escaping is nothing but a backslash, and quoting is nothing but within quotes whenever these meta characters are being placed, or else whenever a backslash key is used before a meta character. So ultimately escaping and quoting plays a very important role to nullify the meaning of these respective special characters there. Okay, nullify the meaning is nothing but, as we all know that Unix as an operating system, even special symbols can be used as a part of file name there. Okay, and whenever they are used as a file name, so the meta character should not be misidentified as a meta characters and should be treated as a simple symbol there. When we want them to be treated as a simple symbol, so we have to escape it or else we have to quote it. Okay, so that is how we can nullify the meaning of those meta characters there. Okay, so with that reference, let us come across with today's class, that's on redirection. Okay, so redirection is with respect to Unix are three important standard files there. Okay, those standard files are standard input, standard output, and one more is standard error. Okay, standard input is nothing but wherein we are not taking the input from the keyboard. Okay, we are expecting the input from a file, so that is called out as a standard input. Okay, so whereas we will come across with the second type, and that's a standard output, wherein we are not displaying the output on the screen. That is our default output screen there, that is monitor. Okay, instead of that, what will happen, we are redirecting it to an file, so that is your standard output there. Okay, so usually we say with the standard inputs, we say keyboard happens to be your standard input there, then standard output is usually the display screen there. Okay, else standard output, of course, whatever errors are there will be displayed directly on the screen. But what is our intention of this redirection is, we can redirect these standard inputs, output and error to a respective file. Okay, standard input may be expected from a keyboard or from a file. Okay, standard output can be expected display on a screen or else onto a file, or standard errors. We don't want errors to be displayed on the screen. Instead of that, I want all the errors to be combined togetherly into a file. Okay, and there also it will be done. Okay, this is called out as redirection. Okay, so for these redirection, okay, always in my last classes also I said you that every file is being identified by the respective inode number there. Okay, with respect to these inode numbers, there happens a file to be identified by a descriptor value there. Okay, these file descriptor values are unique to every type of file. So file descriptor value are for your standard input, the file descriptor value is 0. For standard output, it is 1. Okay, and the file descriptor value for standard error, it is 2. Okay, so wherein if I have 0 prefixed with your standard input, so it says that it has been redirected from a respective file, whereas standard output says that with anything I use across with an 1, so it says that it is been treated as a standard output. Then 2, it has been treated as standard error there. Okay, so I will take across with an example. You will get across to know what are the differences between them. Okay, so standard input. So what do you mean by this? Standard input says that usually file usually gets an input through the keyboard itself. Okay, apart from keyboard, if I want the input to be taken, so which is the next source now? The next source for your standard input is through this particular symbol, that is less than symbol there. Okay, wherever I use a less than symbol and in front of that whenever I use a file name, so what will happen? Through that particular file name, it acts as a redirection to the respective command there. Okay, you can just come across with this example here. If I use at the prompt WC, WC stands out for what? It stands out for word count. Okay, if I use WC and press an enter key, it will ask me, it will allow me to enter the input there. I'll enter the input here, I'll use Ctrl D to terminate it. Then next I'll be having with my slash there, that is before having my $, that's a prompt, it will display me how many number of lines. So number of lines says 1. Okay, how many number of words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 number of words. It gives me an output. And how many number of characters? Okay, all the characters will be counted and those characters will be displayed to you, and in front of that you will be having usually the file name, but in this case the file name is not there, whereas here keyboard itself has acted as a standard input to you. Okay, so this is one example of usual standard input which is taken from the keyboard. Okay, now the same thing what I can do is I can create a file. Okay, what I can do is I can create a file here called out as sample.txt. Okay, how to create a file? We can use VI. Okay, of course all of you are aware in your C programs. Okay, when you are creating it. Okay, we had created it using gedit or as VI as an editor. Okay, in Ubuntu we have done it. Okay, the same way here also VI is an editor which is used to create a particular file. Okay, so while creating a file we use VI as a command. Then in front of that I give a file name. When you press an enter key, it will be entered into a command mode there. Okay, so you enter your text, whatever you want to type or else whatever you want to save. Then this is used for saving that particular file. Okay, this is a command mode. This is entirely a different section which you have already come across in your C programs. Okay, as for your study purpose, this VI editor is being escaped, so I will not tell in brief to you regarding this. Okay, if I use :WQ, so what do you mean by that? Save my text and quit out of this editor. Okay, WQ stands out for saving and quitting. Okay, once you use this, you will be back with your prompt. Okay, now what I use my WC as a command, but here you can just see that I have used, what is this? Less than symbol. This is called out as a redirection symbol. Okay, I say that for this WC as a command, I want the input to be taken from a file called out as sample.txt. Now sample.txt is having this particular text here. Okay, now how this is interpreted by your shell is, this is your input file. As I have used a redirection symbol, for input it is less than symbol. Okay, for output it is greater than symbol. Okay, from here this has to act as an input to your WC. Okay, when you press an enter key, what will be displayed on your screen? Your screen displays you the output called out as 1636. That is one number of line. Okay, 6 number of words are there, 36 number of characters are there in this file called out as sample.txt. Okay, this is your WC as a command which is used along with this particular file name. Okay, this file name is acting as an input here. Okay, this is how the output is displayed in the case of standard input. Okay, now comes standard output. Okay, standard output you can use either a symbol called out as, what is a standard output? Usually a screen display. Okay, either I can use a greater than symbol or else two greater than symbols there. Okay, this says that ultimately I am redirecting the output to a file there. Okay, now like for example here cat, what is this cat as a command? Cat as a command is used to display the contents of, it is used for display also and it is used for creation also. Okay, if I use cat and in front of that if I type out with my file name, okay, when I press an enter key, it will display the contents of that particular file to me. Okay, when it displays the contents of that file, okay, now it has displayed me here. Okay, but what do I want? I do not want it to be displayed there. Now like for example, here you can just come across with an example, WC file name. Okay, what will happen now? Okay, I am taking the input from this particular file called out as sample.txt. Okay, this is acting as an input. Now usually what will be the display of this one? It will display me 1636. Okay, that is one number of line is there, 6 number of words are there, 36 numbers of characters are there. Okay, it will list me like that. Okay, but what I have done here, I don't want that to be displayed on my screen. What I have used? I have used a greater than sign. Okay, and I have used a file name here called out as new file. Okay, what will happen here? New file is nothing but the output of this particular command will not be displayed on the screen. Instead, the output here will be redirected to this file called out as a new file. Fine, got to know. Okay, WC and sample.txt, and if I press an enter key, it will list me 1636. It will list me the output there. Okay, but I don't want that output to be displayed on the screen. I use this greater than symbol there. Okay, what will happen there? It will list me or else it will redirect me the output of this to this particular file name called out as new file. Okay, if I want to know the output of this, what do I have to do? I have to use this cat as a command. Okay, cat as a command is used to display the contents of a file or else create any new file there. Okay, so for display I will be using it as cat, and I use this file name called out as new file. Okay, you can just see that it has displayed you the output of this particular file there, that is 1637. As an example it is taken there. Fine, got to know. I hope so. Now redirection of standard output is clear to you. Okay, in the same way, if apart from a single greater than sign, if I use two greater than sign, okay, what do I mean with that? Two greater than sign means that this file name I want to keep it the same, okay, and I want to append or else add another content of the output to the same file. Okay, here I can just take an example. Who? What is who as a command? It displays you how many number of users are working presently on that particular system there. Okay, so what do you do is who and two greater than signs I have used, and I have used the same file name called as new file. Okay, so now after this, if at all at the prompt, okay, if I use cat and a new file, what it will list me? It will list me the first line like this, 1637 sample.txt. Okay, then later it will display me the output of this who as a command. Okay, what it says, by using two greater than signs, it will not overwrite the contents of this new file. Okay, it will rewrite it will add to the things whatever you have written in this new file priorly. It will append the contents there. Okay, it will not overwrite. It will not overwrite the contents of this file and later only this will be saved or something like that. No. Okay, it will not overwrite, either it will append it. Okay, this is the use of two greater than signs. Okay, be cautious when you are using it. Okay, now like for example, cat new file. Okay, just see, my first line is displayed as it is. Okay, whereas my second is the output of who as a command. Okay, this is how your content of a new file will appear to you. Okay, once you have used two greater than signs there. Okay, then let us come across with the third one, that is standard error. Okay, what are the standard errors? Now like for example, you are trying to open a file which is non-existent. Okay, now like for example, cat new file 1, if I say and press an enter key, what will be displayed there? New file 1, file name does not exist, or else file does not exist. Okay, I don't want such error messages to be displayed on the screen. Okay, so at that time what I can do is such all error messages can be grouped up together and I can send them to a particular file. Okay, how I can do that? I can use the same greater than sign only, but prefix it. Okay, what's the file descriptor value for standard error? It is 2. Okay, so prefix it with that 2 there, 2 greater than, and then write down the file. Okay, here you can just come across. Okay, ls-l if I am using it. Okay, ls-l is listing up of file attributes. Okay, two files I have used here, file 1, file 2. Okay, it has listed me the contents of file 1 here. Okay, but it says that the second one you can just come across, cannot access file 2, no such file or directory. Okay, it has, this message is displayed because file 2 is non-existing here. Okay, I don't want such error messages to be displayed on the screen. So what I can do is I can redirect such kinds of standard outputs to a particular file. Okay, so what I can do here is ls-l, okay, file 1, file 2. Okay, then I say, then I have used here 1 greater than sign and a file list is my one file. What is this 1? 1 stands out for why 1 I am using? Because I am using one more here file descriptor value called out as 2. Okay, 1 greater than file list. So 1 greater than is nothing but, if I just use a greater than, it means that it is an it is an file name. Okay, it's a standard output. Okay, but I have prefixed it with an 1. Okay, it is standard output only. I don't want this particular output to be displayed on the screen. Instead of that, I want it to be listed in this particular file called out as file list here. Okay, but followed out with that, what I have done here next, I have used 2 greater than file list. So what do you mean by that? For this particular content, whatever is there, whatever errors are there, let all those errors also be listed in this particular file only. Okay, you can just see with an explanation here. It says the first argument is file1, second argument is file2. The output and errors are sent to this file named as file list there. Okay. If I use cat file list, what will happen? It will list me whatever was displaying here. Okay, that is now displayed into this particular file here. Okay, that is cat file list. If I use, it will be displaying like this. Okay, now like for your purpose or something, what you can do is, I don't want this output to be displayed. Okay, only I want error to be displayed there. So what you can do is use the same thing here, escape this one. Do not use this. Okay, use directly to greater than file list. So what will happen? If any errors are being listed here, those errors will be listed in this particular file. So at that time, the first line, whatever is there, okay, this will be displayed here. Okay, output for this, and the second one, no such file or directory, will be listed into this particular file called out as file list. Okay, so similarly here, one you can just use a file name called out as standard output. Two, you can call out two different files also you can maintain. One is standard output, one more is standard error. One will have the output, one more will have all the error contents. Okay, whatever errors have occurred, everything will appear in the next one. Okay, I think I have cleared out with those things there. Okay, so this is with your redirection. Thank you.